Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:51. 38 special with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be cloudy today with a high of 49. Looking at 38 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
You feeling all right? Well, I'm not feeling too good myself.
Oh, man. That's sad.
English rock musician Dave Mason, known for his work with Traffic and as a solo artist, has passed away at the age of 79. A statement from his family expressed deep sadness at his death, highlighting his devotion to music and people. Mason was a founding member of Traffic and wrote the enduring anthem, Feeling All Right. Throughout his career, he collaborated with iconic rock figures and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004. His contributions to rock history, including his work with Traffic and as a solo artist, have left a lasting impact on the music industry.
I think we interviewed him at least twice, if I'm not mistaken. And he was a very, very nice man.
Yeah, I think I do remember one of those interviews.
Yeah.
You feeling all right? I'm not feeling too good myself.
Well, we just disagree.
Oh,
there's another one that he did.
He did that one?
Yeah.
I didn't know he did that one.
Oh, he did a bunch.
Wow. He's like a Todd Rundgren type of guy, right? Or a Dave Edmunds kind of guy?
Maybe more like a Dave Edmunds than a Rundgren. Still, though, what a loss.
Madonna is seeking the return of missing costumes she wore during her Coachella performance with Sabrina Carpenter. The iconic singer posted on Instagram asking for help in locating the vintage pieces that disappeared after the show. Madonna emphasized the sentimental value of the outfits, which are part of her personal history. The appeal for the missing costumes followed her viral performance at the festival with Carpenter, where they sang Madonna's classic hits. She is offering a reward for the safe return of the garments, just like that umbrella that was stolen from the log cabin the other night.
I've heard no updates about whether that has been returned safely or not.
I don't think we ever will, unfortunately.
Oh, the same rat bastard that stole our tent.
Well,
and our sex toys.
Even if it's not the same person, it's the same mentality. Like, look at this. Free umbrella, free tent, free sex toys.
If I'm going to spend that kind of money on bacon and brews, the least I can get out of it is a free umbrella.
Yeah, I don't know. Patriots coach Mike Vrabel surprised reporters with a brief statement at a press conference on Tuesday following a strategic move by the team to limit media access. Vrabel declined to answer non-football questions, including inquiries about a recent controversy involving photos of him and a reporter. The Patriots' controlled approach to the situation raised questions about transparency and handling of media scrutiny. Vrabel's next media availability during the draft will likely determine if the issue is addressed further.
Now, can you imagine what would have happened if, say, like Bill Belichick were caught in pictures with Carlo Emilio from the Springfield Republican at a pool in Arizona?
Yeah.
What would people say?
I would say, how did Carlo get that access to Bill Belichick like that?
Why is this any different? I'm sure like a Bill Parcells at some point, gave Carlo a big fat bear hug and said, hey, good reporting there, Carlo.
Yeah, this whole thing is dumb.
It's really dumb.
And who decides who gets fired? And she got fired, didn't she? From her?
No, she quit, but that doesn't mean that she wasn't forced out.
Which is kind of dumb.
He's not going to get any real repercussions from his job. He may get divorced and lose half his stuff and only see kids on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and alternating weekends. But other than that,
this might have been something of substance when journalism was actually a thing that people, held true. And now, look at all the slop that we get every day. Who cares? It's just.
Listen, the Kennedys were installing cable for years, and the press turned a blind eye.
I don't understand why this is so important.
It's the biggest story in all of sports.
Well, I guess so. Not. There's no other sports stories that is topping this topic right now.
No.
All right.
Not at this moment.
All right. Let's see. Country star Brad Paisley. You know him, don't you? He playfully expresses jealousy over his wife, Kimberly Williams Paisley's on-screen husband in the ABC spin-off series 911 Nashville. Oh, shucks, honey. Do I not treat you like that?
I might have to sing a very sad country music ballad about how much you're hurting my heart.
Kimberly portrays an emergency dispatcher dealing with the loss of her late spouse in the show, prompting Brad's amusing reaction. Oh, yeah, that's so funny when that happens. The couple's banter and humor about the show's storyline add charm to their real-life relationship, with hints that Brad might make a guest appearance on the series. Talk about somebody who's very insecure about themselves.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this amusing, and I'm going to force my way as a guest spot on my wife's show, which I have nothing to do with other than the fact that I'm married to the actress that plays the part.
Just to check up that, nothing's going on while I got my back putting together country music.
Yeah. Nashville 911 or 911 Nashville, whatever way you say it. It's an emergency show.
I call it that show I don't watch.
Delves into the lives of first responders in Nashville, blending professional challenges with personal stories, and continues to captivate viewers with its mix of suspense, emotion, and realism.
Okay.
You know what other show was realism until it all of a sudden it wasn't? Was that Designated Survivor show with Kiefer Sutherland.
Yes.
Like all of a sudden, like in the beginning, in like the first maybe 5 episodes, it's like, oh man, a big giant bomb goes off. Kiefer Sutherland is a nobody in a presidential cabinet. Now he's the president of the United States. And then it was like, wow, this is great. And it's like hooking you in every episode. And then all of a sudden it's like funny dramedy. And I'm like, I don't. This isn't
lost its way. It's like when a show starts, there's there's always a level of plausibility. Like, ooh, this kind of stuff could actually happen by season 2 or season 3.
Yeah, you're like,
never gonna like Stranger Things. I totally bought into that whole first season. After 2 and 3, I'm like, this couldn't possibly happen.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy, wasn't it? It was crazy how unrealistic it became.
Yeah, it's kind of like Back to the Future, how it lost me on that whole time travel thing.
Well, that and what was the Planet of the Apes? When he wakes up and he's around all these apes, like, why did they have to do that?
Monkeys wearing suits. Come on, they can barely put on diapers on their own.
You think we're dumb? Anyway, Kim Kardashian was displaying some PDA, public display of affection, with her new beau, Lewis Hamilton, on the beach, right out in the open.
Well, she must have something to say.
Oh, my God, the last time I showed that much beach PDA was when Ray J gave me the Tampa Bay salted pretzel with this burrowed pelican and that sex tape you could purchase on YouPorn for $39.95.
All right, I'm going to have to write that one down.
Tampa Bay salted pretzel, burrowed pelican. Do not look those up on Urban Dictionary.
Kalen?
Well, I never had that down and dirty with your mother, Chris Kim, but I once swabbed her poop deck with my skis bucket. I gave her the Ray Charleston chew. That's another one you can look up. And the old Sparky skull slide.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is she gobbled the goose and went south with the evidence.
Oh, my gosh. Beautiful.
Did you ever have the Ray Charleston chew?
I've never seen it coming.
Well, that's exactly what it's all about. Hope you like nuts. And that's your Hollywood Trash at Rock 102.
Running
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware with Scott's 4-Step. 4 easy steps to an awesome lawn.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, tomorrow night is the NFL Draft, and I have to tell you that as a football fan, I'm far more interested in who's picking whom and who's trading what and for how much than I care about the tawdry and salacious sexual activities and preferences of today's modern fraternity of NFL head coaches. Sure, that sort of stuff is interesting to some. I just don't happen to be one of those people. However, in the gutless, clickbait-driven, algorithm-controlled society that we've created, everyone needs to know every possible detail as to why Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel was seen in random candids with the NFL reporter Diana Rossini at an adults-only hotel in Arizona. Yesterday, Mike Vrabel held a press conference to address the situation, The very situation that caused Diana Rossini to quit her job at The Atlantic. According to Vrabel, I've had some difficult conversations with people I care about. My family, the organization, the coaches, the players. Those have been positive and productive. And yet he offered no details about those conversations or what he was doing on the rooftop pool with that currently unemployed lady. However, he did suggest that moving forward, he won't be doing that same sort of thing anymore, which is probably for the best. On the other hand, as a lifelong football fan, I cannot begin to tell you how little I care about the sex lives of NFL head coaches. As long as it's not illegal, physically harmful, or non-consensual, it's really none of my business. I don't care if the great Don Shula like bare-bottom spankings and haircuffs. I don't care if Papa Bear George Halas had a thing for leather chaps and a ball gag. I don't even care if Bill Belichick like nipple clamps and a cattle prod. Which is 24 hours to go before the NFL draft. That stuff is none of my business. Sure, it's provocative. Sure, it's fun to think about. But at the end of the day, are the Patriots more interested in drafting a tight end or finding one by the pool? I'm going to guess they're not really thinking about the pool. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. You know, if I live to 100, I'm lucky. Rocky's has lived to 100, and they're still cooking. They're just the hardware store that everyone's been hanging with for the last century. That's a lot of cordless drills and carriage bolts. 100 years, Rocky's Ace Hardware. Nailed it. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock. 614 and Led Zeppelin with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Cloudy with a high of 48 today. It is 39 right now in downtown Springfield.
I'm going to assume at some point a $20 dinner and a comedy show will be mentioned today.
Yeah, I guess so. Barbecue meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Yes.
We're really ramping it up. But and comedian Brian Bowden will be at the
cool.
show, which is he's a national touring comedian. This is why you got to come to these shows. You see all these guys. You are missing the opportunity to see somebody for $20 when, national touring tickets, $40-50.
Yeah. I mean,
and you own dinner.
Yeah. You don't get, and
Right.
you have to pay extra for dinner at one of those clubs, and it's usually not even dinner.
Absolutely.
I mean, comedy and cheese sticks are great, but comedy and a full meal for $20, can't beat it.
Cannot beat it. The universe is looking after me. I'll tell you that. Okay.
Okay.
So I have two vehicles. I have a van, a minivan, which the panty dropper, as I like to call it.
Right.
And I have a pickup truck. And this pickup truck that I've had for a few years now. We've had some issues with electrical last year, getting the thing. I had a new front end put on. I had new brakes. I had all that stuff done. And then it's been running fairly decent, running like a solid pickup truck. So yesterday, kids are off from school. My daughter, who's learning how to drive, right?
Oh, my God. Yep. Okay.
So we go to an empty parking lot, right? And she's learning. She's doing pretty well. She's learning how to do that.
In the truck or the van?
In the truck.
Okay.
Because you got to learn how to drive a car that doesn't have all the bells and whistles in it.
And there's no bells or whistles in the truck?
No, it's a basic standard work truck, if you will. It's has a radio in it. Did you know that? Do you ever hear
radio?
Those things? Yeah, can you imagine that?
What the hell's that?
I don't know. But anyway, my kid, she's doing pretty well. She's safely driving through this parking lot. And then at one point, the brake light came on, like the parking brake was on, right? And I go, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But again, I've had electrical stuff with this thing before, and I'm like, whatever. It's probably just another one of these things. But then the light went off,
Now, did you do the right thing and blame your kid?
No, I didn't. No. And so as we're pretending, there's little spots in this parking lot where I'm pretending like, okay, pretend this is an intersection coming up here, like you're coming up to an intersection, so she goes to stop, and I notice that her foot is going almost all the way down to the floor, and the truck does stop, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's weird. So I was like, all right, let's reassess what's going on here. So I get out, and then I see fluid on the ground.
Huh.
A brake line had snapped. No, there was no slamming of brakes. There was no, rough riding. I mean, you're talking literally 10 miles an hour at the most during a parking lot kind of thing.
Just
I don't
snapped
ride
off.
it. I don't ride it rough. I didn't slam on the brakes, and it had no brakes. And I'm thinking, thank God this happened here in this parking lot
As
where
opposed
there's
to on the road.
nobody around, especially driving through the hills of Montgomery and all the way into Westfield or on the 91 or whatever.
Right.
And it was just, I was like, holy crap. So saved from disaster. I had to limp the thing home because it wasn't that far from my house, but I had to limp the thing home.
Right.
And I can proudly say that I can make the turn into my driveway at a cool 17 miles an hour.
And thankfully, your driveway is long enough that you could just roll to a dead stop.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to go up a little hill, but at least it limped. I limped it. There was no.
Yeah, but you didn't drive it through the back of the garage or something like that.
No, nothing like that. It actually came to a nice, smooth, slow stop. So I was like, wow. That was kind of like an eye opener.
That kind of thing is actually probably good for a kid to see. When they're driving, because all of a sudden they can identify, hey, wait a minute, something's not right with this car.
Yeah, right.
I need to call my father in a panic.
That was kind of the lesson on the way home. Like, listen, I probably should get a tow truck for this, but we're not that far from the house. I can make it. We live out. We're hillbillies. We can make this happen. And sure enough, I did. But you're right. It is a good kind of lesson, but pretty scary, too, considering that had I had made a different move yesterday and didn't go to one place or another place, and then that could have happened while I was on the road.
Yeah.
Because it probably was going to happen no matter what. Because, there was no, hard braking. There was nothing that would cause something like that, normal driving.
Now, was this her first time driving, or has she done it before?
No, it is not a Ford pickup. Hold on a second. Not a Ford pickup truck. It is a Chevy pickup truck. So you can take your brand and shove it up your, you know what. Because I'm sick of these guys going, oh, you got to get a Chevy. You got to get a Ford. You got to get a Tundra. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a vehicle. Every one of them is capable of breaking down.
And I'm sorry, what was your question before I cut you off?
It's just the first time you've taken her driving.
No.
She's done it
We've
before.
done many times in both vehicles to learn, the different rules of the road and everything like that.
Yeah, I've taken I took all three of my kids to a parking lot. Usually,
that's what I do here. Yeah.
Usually is like the Eastfield Mall when the mall was still around, or Dick's in West Springfield. Because that small parking lot to the right,
there's nobody back there.
Nobody ever back there, and it was good training for the kids. It's also good training for the adult because you're in a parking lot and you're not going to be overreacting to every little mistake they make unless they're close to hitting like a light pole or another car. But nevertheless, there's something so weird about seeing your kid driving a car for the very first time. That is an eye-opening experience.
I have already gotten over the shock value of that. This has shifted to, oh my God, thank God she wasn't driving alone, and this happened.
Yeah.
Driving down the street. It was pretty freaking scary. And so now I'll have to deal with that. And luckily I have another vehicle. But the reason why I was driving the truck lately, because I usually use that as more of like a workhorse type of thing.
Right.
Was because the van, I need new tires. And I was planning on, and I already have now started the process of reaching out to Roger from the Route 10 Tire, the Text Me for Tires guy.
Yeah.
But it was too late in the day yesterday. Like they close at 5 o'clock, and they tell you they'll get back to you within 24 hours with a quote. But I did text Pat Kelly last night, and I said, hey, can you give me Roger's number? Because, listen, we're on the in with these folks.
Sure.
They're clients of ours, and I'd like to patronize his business or whatever. He was very generous with his donation to Rick's Place last year for the raffles.
And you're a very patronizing guy.
I am a patronizing guy. I like supporting small business or whatever. So I'm like, reach out to Pat Kelly at like 5, and I don't hear back until like 8. I don't know what he was doing for 3 hours. Maybe
a radio show?
I don't think he was doing that either. He was probably playing with that little doll of his that he's a little mini me thing that he's got coming around here. And I said, and he's like texted me back and said, oh yeah, here's his number. And he goes, he's a salt of the earth kind of guy. ASSAULT.
Okay, that's probably a talk and text type of thing.
I would like to think so. And then I meant he's going to assault me. And he goes, no, he's like a good guy. And I go, you know what? Thank you for making me realize I am not the dumbest person that works here at Rock 102.
That does make you feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I learned that a couple years ago.
Well, I just figured it out.
Yeah.
I thought I was the dumbest person in this building.
No, hardly.
And there is one below me.
Now, if Pat ever quits or retires, then it might just be you. But until that happens, you're not the dumbest.
I just want to know what Roger from the Route 10 Tire is doing to assault the earth.
He's not going to assault you. He's the salt.
Are you sure?
Yes, he's the salt of the earth.
Well, maybe he can text me on the Route 10 Tire listener line at
That would be
413-293-1021.
624 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Hi, I'm Chris.
It's 627 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Liam, we'll have the full forecast for you.
Half off hops. If you love beer, and many people do, Rock 102 is going to get you all hooked up. $50 gift cards to 6 of the area's best craft breweries, including Great Awakening, Arc Point, Connecticut Valley, Soul Syndicate, Dudleytown, and Progression. Just $25. That's half off. And all you got to do to get one is go to the Shop 30 store, rock102.com. These things are going to go very, very fast, so do not wait. Get yours today. Half off hops from Rock 102. Springfield's Classic Rock.
There you go. Are you ready to laugh?
Yes.
Let's laugh.
It's Bax and Nagle's Joke of the Day
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
on Rock 102.
I make you laugh.
Springfield's Classic Rock.
So a businessman is impressed by a fellow businessman and asks, David, how do you keep this place running so smooth? And John visits his friend. How do you keep this place running smooth? Easy, she said. I surround myself with people who actually have a brain. Watch. He calls his chief financial officer and says, he's your father's son, but he's not your brother. Who is he? And the CFO responds almost immediately, that's me. John is floored, right? Flies home, calls his own CFO, and says, Mike, I got a test for you. He's your father's son, but he's not your brother. Who is he? And the CFO stammers for 20 minutes before asking for 24 hours to research it. He panics and calls Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
Yeah. Sir, quick question. Your father's son, but not your brother. Who is it? And Buffett goes, it's me, Mike. And Mike runs to his boss all proud. Sir, I have the answer. It's Warren Buffett. And then John slams his desk and he goes, no, you idiot. It's David's finance guy.
What a couple of idiots.
Oh,
Jesus.
It's like on the likes of Pat Kelly, I would imagine.
Bax and Nagle in the morning.
632 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. 17 people in total, including 2 from Springfield, were arrested after a street takeover in Eastern Mass back in October. This is where they do the cars, and they take over the intersections.
Right.
Police dashcam video shows people piling on top of the vehicle. Around 100 people blocked an intersection in Randolph, while vehicles did drift maneuvers, donuts, and other stunts in the road. The first responding officer was blocked in when people surrounded his cruiser, jumped on his hood, and beat on it. This as fireworks were both fired on top and near the cruiser.
They beat on the car.
Yeah.
Because you say beat on it, I'm like, what the hell are they doing?
Well, at least they didn't beat off on the car.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking you were saying.
No. It's two completely different things. They beat the car.
That's a different charge.
Beating off the car is a completely different thing.
I understand.
With videos posted.
That's kind of like the difference between, like, help your Uncle Jack off the horse.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's
Punctuation is everything.
Punctuation and, yes, punctuation.
20-year-old Christopher William Diaz and 19-year-old Aiden Quinn LaFletch both hail from Springfield and face conspiracy charges in connection with the incident. Aiden Quinn, isn't that, what am I thinking of, a famous person? Or is it
Anthony Quinn?
Anthony Quinn? Yeah, not the same person.
Not the same guy.
A state police trooper was involved in a car accident around 9:30 Monday morning on I-291. From photos of the scene, it appears to be an accident with another car. Oh, those are good clues to put together. Mm-hmm. When you have a damaged car and a damaged state police cruiser, those two things might be, connected. There was damage to the front passenger of the side of the cruiser and bumper of the other car. Western Mass News reached out to the Mass State Police for more information and will provide updates as soon as they become available.
You mean as soon as they return your calls?
That was 9:30 yesterday morning. I don't think you're going to get an update anytime soon.
Here it is, 6:34. No updates? I don't think they're calling you back.
Yeah.
I think you've been ghosted by the state cops.
Perhaps. Can you imagine that? You got ghosted by a trooper?
What an insult that must feel like.
Westfield officials are warning residents not to worry if they see an increase in emergency crews in the area. Throughout the week, the Westfield Police and the Westfield Fire Department will be training at the former Abner Gibbs School on West Silver Street. They say training is to ensure the highest level of service and response. They are sending their thanks to the community for their understanding. I wonder if they're going to be blowing stuff up.
Oh, that's the coolest stuff.
That's like the cool part of the cop job, when you get to blow up like somebody found like a 1940s IED or something like that.
Even if it's not even that. I mean, just blowing up like, I don't know, anything is it's real cool to watch. That and demolition. Oh my God, that's like so badass.
Blowing stuff up. It's cool.
Like that John Candy, Joe Flaherty, bit from SCTV.
Yeah.
We're gonna blow stuff up. We're gonna blow stuff up real good.
Yeah. See, that's people get excited about things like that.
I love watching stuff get blowed up.
I don't know if they're doing that. I don't know if this is like I wonder if it's like the police versus the firefighters. And then the firefighters got their hose and they're trying to hose the police down.
Oh,
and the police are out there with their pepper spray trying to pepper spray the firefighters in the face.
I don't know. Sometimes cops use those water cannons for protests and stuff that get out of hand.
When was the last time you saw a water cannon being used?
It's years ago. I don't know why they don't use them. They're very effective.
A Springfield man has been charged for cocaine trafficking following a citywide investigation around 11:20 a.m. on April 16th. How many days ago was that?
Today's the 22nd.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting there. 37-year officers arrested 37-year-old Timothy Rogers on Lyman Street while he was parking as a possible suspect. It was then they found crack cocaine, powder cocaine, and heroin. More drugs and cash were later found during a further search of his apartment and car. In total, detectives seized approximately 210 grams of crack cocaine and powder cocaine, 56 bags of heroin, and more than $300 in cash.
Can I just put the silver lining in the story?
Sure.
Okay, because, and that's me. I'm an eternal optimist. At least he's not working for the governor.
Yeah. There's always a bright side to things.
He's an independent, maybe freelance type of guy.
Well, he could do the audit. This guy. He had an inventory full of stuff. I'm sure he's very good at keeping inventory.
I'm sure he's good at keeping inventory. I'm sure he's tracking his business, the ins and outs, what's coming in, the accounts payable, the accounts receivable. But at least he's not a part of Maura Healey's administration. That is a positive sign.
I think anybody wakes up and realizes they're not in government at all is a pretty good day for somebody.
Now, do you think when Maura Healey was looking to replace that guy, that the ad that ran, looking for someone well-organized, good people skills, knows how to transfer drugs across city lines? I mean, do you think that was like part of the Monster.com ad?
Probably. I don't know. Does anybody even use Monster.com anymore?
ZipRecruiter then?
Does anybody use that anymore?
Well, they use that all the time.
I thought it was more scams of people getting on their phones going, hey, would you... I was
No, the LinkedIn professional account, that's a scam.
what one of the one video I saw the other day. What's your sign that the economy is not doing well? And the one guy was like, "Oh, it's when my scam text messages say, "Do you want a job? Click here." Like it used to be, "Hey, click here to get your car warranty extended" or something like that. Now it's like, "Do you need a job? Click here and put all your information in."
That's where some of the best money-making opportunities are.
Just over a year after filing for its second bankruptcy and shuttering all of its stores, a longtime supply retailer is making a comeback. In December of 2024, Party City announced it was going out of business and filing for bankruptcy. The chain filed in January of 2023, but emerged from Chapter 11 roughly 8 months later with plans to reorganize. Founded in 1986, Party City has more than 700 locations. At the time it shuttered, other notable retailers, including Dollar Tree, Five Below, Burlington, and Barnes & Noble, took over many of the abandoned stores. While Party City is gearing up to nearly have the same footprint, it won't be with standalone stores.
Ooh, so it's all going to be online?
I guess so. Not unlike once other bankrupt brands before it, Party City is being revived as an in-store experience at over 700 Staples locations. No, they're going to be merging them with other store locations in Party City. Wow, Staples must be excited about that. Hey, somebody's actually coming in here for once. You know who really revived Staples was the girl. Did you ever see that video of the clerk there describing what they offer at Staples? And she's talking like in the Riz, and she's doing the lingo.
No, I didn't know.
It was actually very funny, and it got people to go, "Hey, Staples still is around.
They're still in business?"
Yeah. You ever go into a Staples? When was the last time you were in a Staples?
Oh, it's been a year and a half, 2 years.
I went like 3 months ago, and it was completely empty in the store, right in the middle of the day.
Like no people.
There's 2 employees.
It's a lot of square footage for no people.
It is a lot of square footage. Well, but I guess if you need something on the fly.
And now you're gonna jam like a party warehouse, Party Plus in these stores now?
Yeah.
So if you want to make copies and grab a whole lot of Mylar balloons,
you can do it. This is the place to go to do that.
Nice.
Thank God we're bringing back the brands that we missed so much. Because you couldn't just go buy that stuff online somewhere.
No, well, it's hard to buy, filled up Mylar balloons.
Yeah. Weird.
You can't just buy that on Amazon and expect they're going to leave the truck on time.
Well, you buy some helium, too. You can buy a little tank of helium.
Very expensive helium.
Yeah, but I mean, is it really that expensive if you're only filling like 2 balloons?
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a lot of balloons, 99 Luft balloons.
I never saw 99. What is a Luft balloon anyway?
Red balloons, I believe.
Really?
Yes.
What is it? Lithuanian?
German.
Oh, German.
They were German.
My people. I didn't realize.
I'm surprised you didn't identify it.
Well, I haven't been in Frankfurt in years.
You've eaten
I've eaten my share of Frankfurts. Yeah, I actually had last night. I was at Collins Tavern over in West Springfield.
Yeah,
and I went there with a buddy of mine, and I had a pork. It was like a fried pork cutlet sandwich.
How was that?
Very good.
Nice.
Yeah. I had I got guff from Terry.
Guff. Who's Terry?
Terry's the bartender there.
Okay.
Right, and Terry's got a little bit of an attitude problem, but only towards certain people.
And one of those people happens to be you.
Yeah. So I go. My friend Anthony. We're at Collins Tavern yesterday. Right. He's never been in the place before, and I was like, "You're gonna love this place. The food's real cheap and it's good, and the kitchen's clean, and
Mm-hmm.
And then the only problem is we got to deal with Terry over here, and Terry is one of these guys. And I said, "Hey Terry, where's that big menu you got up on the wall? Where's that thing?" And he's like, "When's the last time you were in here?" And I go, like 3 months ago for lunch. But I always order the same thing every time I go in there. I usually order the 420 sandwich.
The 420 sandwich?
Yeah, it's like a cordon bleu. It's like a chicken patty with ham and Swiss cheese, mayo, lettuce, and tomato, and then hand-cut French fries to go along with it, right? So then I said, well, like 3 months ago. And then he pulls out a little mini menu, and he goes, we haven't had that menu here in like 3 years. You know, the one with the big board.
Okay.
And I was like, I didn't notice because I only order the same thing every year. And I said, but he's never been here before. And he goes, he didn't ask.
Ooh,
yeah.
Jesus.
So then
what did you do to piss him off?
I don't know. And then he turns to Anthony and he's like, here you go, sir. Like all of a sudden, like the demeanor changed when he was actually talking to a customer he respected.
It's a new customer. He wants them to be a repeat customer. He's going to show him a little respect.
With the display you just gave him?
Well, I mean, that's towards you. Your friend Anthony doesn't know the history you have with this guy.
I don't understand the hostility.
Well, maybe you just rub some people the wrong way, Steve. Not everybody is going to love you.
No, I guess not. But man, that was a little harsh.
Yeah, sure.
Terry needs to take a chill pill.
Maybe Terry is the friends of that one guy that was writing all over the Facebooks last week.
You know what? He's got the same demeanor.
Then you never know. You just never, ever know.
He did let out a donkey sound as I was walking out the door last night. As of, my big buck teeth, to...
That's unusual.
Yeah. I don't know why. Anyway, your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be cloudy with a high of 48. It is 39 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 6:50, almost 6:52, and the Eagles, Bax and Nagle at Rock 102.
It's going to be cloudy today with a high of 48. It is 39 and rainy right now in downtown Springfield.
This week on Baxy's Musical Podcast, my guest is best-selling author and music journalist John Robb. This is a guy who has been around for years and years. In fact, if you've seen any British music documentary in the last 20 years or so, he's probably been a part of it or in it. And he's written for the Melody Maker and the Guardian, the Observer. He was the very first British journalist to interview Nirvana. He's the guy that coined the term Britpop. He's got a brand new book out called Punk Rock Ruined My Life. It's a really good book. It's coming out on May 12th. You can hear that interview on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and on the app. All brought to you by Metro Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at Chicopee, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
Well, I just learned something new today.
Well, first, mommy and daddy love each other, and then...
Yeah. Well, but then there's this. You
okay,
ready?
Yeah.
In German, we were talking about Luftballons.
Yes.
What do you think it means?
Well, actually, it was more about the song is about nuclear war.
Right.
Yeah. But isn't it red balloons, or is that just the...
Red is actually Rot in German.
Rotballoons.
Luft means air.
99 air balloons.
Yeah. Why? I wonder why it got translated to red when she did the English version of it.
I don't really know. And I don't know if they're the ones that did the translation.
Well, somebody did the translation. I just looked it up. She's not wrong.
Okay. Well.
So, I don't know. I'm just curious as to when it became red balloons, making everybody think that 99 left balloons made 99 red balloons because that was the English translation.
It's a good question, Steve. I don't really have much of an answer for you.
Well, you should interview Nina.
I'd love to.
Just a bit that schlagen noggin.
99
Balloons. Bratwurst in my love balloon.
Love balloons, love balloons.
Spatzel. And other several German words that I know.
I always liked the German version better.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was better.
It's much angrier, isn't it?
I don't know if you know this, but the Germans, a little more aggressive than you might think.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yes. Anyway.
I don't think they're as aggressive as they used to be.
No, I think once the rest of the world kind of launched back at them, they were like, okay, maybe we won't start a war against the world.
Yeah. And then they're trying to warn us that now, and nobody's like, yeah, whatever. What do you guys know about war? What do you know? You silly Germans. You and your... It's supposed to be red balloons. It's rot balloons.
I'm watching some video the other day with Norm Macdonald on it, and he's talking to David Letterman. He says, you know, the more I read about this Hitler fella, the more I realize he's kind of a jerk.
I love watching those old Norm Macdonald
I can watch Norm Macdonald videos all day long.
But all right, well, 99 red leaky balloon knots.
That's different.
That's a completely different thing.
That's more of a local thing.
Good morning. Do not give up your day jobs. Well,
these are our day
this
jobs.
is the day
job.
How would we give that up?
We're not really looking to leave.
No, we're not. What a weird thing to say.
Don't give up your day jobs.
Yeah.
This is our day job.
Hey, by the way, we're going to be graced with the presence of some guy named Marty Caproni with the $20 dinner and a comedy show very soon.
Ah, good.
I don't know how soon, but soon.
Hey, did you realize that today is Earth Day?
It is? Oh, yeah. This is the day I take all my used motor oil and I pour it down the sewer drain.
I like to...
it makes a nice river, a rainbow color to make everybody collaborate.
This is the day I like to clear out my car and put it all in a biodegradable bag and throw it out the window of my car.
Oh, yeah. I love it. By the way, if you take those the things that hold the six-pack together and you throw them in a river, sea turtles will use them as costume jewelry.
I hear sea turtles actually like them because it allows 6 turtles to swim together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they get their heads stuck in there.
That's what the synchronized swimming Olympics that they have for the sea turtles. Did you ever see that before?
I have not seen it. I've only heard rumors. Usually I'm too busy, dumping like fertilizers into into toilets and stuff like that.
I remember this story I heard years ago. It was a fake fictional story about this drunk guy who took an oil tanker and he crashed it, and the oil was everywhere, but everything was saved by Dawn dish detergent, and they were the clout for this company.
Yeah.
In this fictional story, they were taking Dawn dish detergent. It takes grease
It's
right out of your way. Yeah, it's a little seagull. They were putting little Dawn dish detergent.
Between that,
clean as a whistle.
Between that and a couple of rolls of Bounty, you should be all set.
Yeah, we're
It's a quicker picker-upper.
It is the quicker picker-upper. So happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day to you too, Steve.
Hey.
It's 6:58. Now we don't have to talk about it for the rest of the day. Perfect.
I wasn't even going to talk about it at all.
I know, but
there
now we
you
got
go.
it out of the way. It's 6:58 at Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky Zay's Hardware with Scott's 4-Step. 4 easy steps to an awesome lawn.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Well, folks, last night the Red Sox lost in a 4-0 shutout to the Yankees, and I don't really feel like talking about it. Also, the Celtics lost Game 2 of their playoff series at home with the 76ers, 111-97. I don't really feel like talking about that either. I will, however, talk briefly about the Bruins, who evened up their first-round playoff series in Buffalo, beating the Sabres by a score of 4-2. Exciting stuff, huh? Aw, you bet. Especially when the Bruins loaded up with 4 goals in the first 41 minutes of the game. I like the way that one went. A whole lot more than what you saw on Sunday in Game 1 when Buffalo scored 4 goals in the final period. I much prefer a game where Jeremy Swayman has 34 saves and doesn't lose. That certainly shut everybody up for a while, and now the series heads to Boston tomorrow night for Game 3. Now, what you have here is an actual bona fide NHL playoff series. Doesn't it feel a whole lot better than collapsing late in the game on the road against the team with the third best record in hockey? I should think so. Now, obviously, in order to have the third best record in the NHL, you would have to have a pretty good record on the road. And as it turns out, Buffalo has an excellent record on the road, finishing with a record of 24-13-4, whereas the Bruins were largely mediocre at 16-16-6. But with the next 2 games at the TD Garden, I'm almost willing to suspend my powers of disbelief and delude myself into thinking the Bruins might actually have a shot of winning this thing. Not a great shot, but I certainly feel better about knowing that they didn't give up 4 goals in the third period last night and tied up the series at a game apiece. That sort of thing gives me something known as blind confidence. And I will happily follow those delusions until the Sabres win their next game, if in fact they do, which they probably will. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Hey, you need new pruners? What do you know? They're on sale at Rocky's. Need a rake or a wheelbarrow? They're on sale at Rocky's. See Rocky's Lawn and Garden deals online or pick up a flyer in the store at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 7:12 and Loverboy with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Cloudy and rainy today with a high of 49. It is 40 right now in downtown Springfield.
Is Marty on his way?
Yes, he's, well, I won't tell you what he said, but he will be here soon.
Okay. All right. I'm not saying we couldn't do the show without him. I think we've done very well without a lot of people, but nevertheless, he's on his way.
He is on his way. I was watching this guy. Firefighters. Where the hell is this place? Did you see the guy who burnt the toilet paper factory down? Did you see that guy?
No. Do tell.
Let me see. Tissue. I'm trying to find this stupid article here. The Kimberly-Clark Company. Let's see. 29-year-old man charged in connection with fires that burned down a paper products warehouse in California was allegedly motivated by anti-capitalism sentiment and compared himself to Luigi Mangione, authorities said on Friday. Shamil Abul-Darkariam, or whatever his name is, of Highland, California, was charged by federal authorities with arson of a building used in interstate and foreign commerce, according to the first assistant U.S. attorney. Akubul-Daram is accused of intentionally starting multiple fires in a 1.2 million square foot warehouse back on April 6th. The warehouse was located in Ontario, California, about 40 miles east of Los Angeles, and was owned by the consumer goods company Kimberly-Clark Corporation. Authorities have said that he was an employee of NFI Industries, a third-party distribution company for Kimberly-Clark products. They said the charge carries a 5-year minimum mandatory federal prison sentence and is punishable by up to 20 years in prison. But they're going for life in prison for this guy.
Okay.
There were at least 20 people at the warehouse when the fire began, but no one has been reported injured. He was also charged by the state of California with 1 count of aggravated arson and 6 additional counts of arson related to each fire he's accused of starting at the warehouse, according to the San Bernardino district attorney. The first state charges. So they go. This guy is on video, and he's showing himself lighting the fire. And he's like, you could
that
hear,
might have been a clue.
Yeah. And you could hear his voice repeating several times, all you had to do was pay us enough to live, and we wouldn't have to do things like this. He has inspired other people to be doing these things at other locations. But they want the same punishment that Luigi Mangione, for killing somebody,
right,
is the same punishment they want for this guy. Which, to me, would you go that far to say, we want to throw this guy away for life in prison for burning down a warehouse? Nobody got injured. Nobody got hurt. It's not that it's right, but we're still, he's going to be thrown away for life. That's what we're going for.
Well, it's a serious crime.
I agree.
And while you could say, well, nobody died, still a serious crime. By the way, I did a quick Google search on it. Mm-hmm. The headline 12 days ago when this happened in USA Today is fantastic.
Yeah.
California fire wipes out toilet paper warehouse that served 50 million people. Wiped it out.
Wiped out. You get it?
Man, that's clever reporting.
I find that the charge of life in prison.
Well, you understand, Steve, that different charges carry different punishments, and there are many things that could get you a life sentence. It doesn't necessarily always have to be someone died. I mean, you're talking about something that destroyed $1 billion,
$500 million,
$500 million.
worth of merchandise.
I mean, this is a pretty serious. There are 50 million people
that are without toilet paper
who are
right
looking
now.
for Huggies, Kleenex, Depends, Cottonelle. Now they have to go and use like that single ply, uncomfortable sandpaper that we used to have in East Longmeadow, as opposed to the fluffy, pillowy, wonderful stuff we're using now.
Yeah. Look what the cat dragged in.
Oh my gosh, it's Marty Caproni.
Meow.
Yeah, no. You're the cat that dragged yourself in? Yeah. Hey, Marty Caproni, $20 on a comedy show. How about that?
Yeah.
There you go.
We were just talking about that guy burning down the toilet paper warehouse. Did you?
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that the other day.
Yeah. He just burnt it down.
Listen, I mean, this is a major fire. 1.2 million square feet of a California warehouse. That's, I got to tell you, that's a big crime. Maybe he does deserve a life sentence.
A life sentence?
Yes.
For burning something? Come on.
You never had a bad day at work?
Yeah, I can see them going after the Luigi guy because he killed somebody. That's a life for an eye, life for life.
But now how many people has he put out of work? How many people are waiting for their Depends? Who are going to have to not go more than 5 feet away from a toilet because they can't leave the house. There's a lot of economic impact here. This affects a lot of people. It ain't just about toilet paper. This is serious stuff.
Yeah, but for example, though, I mean, this is because of the fact that there's a corporation involved in it, and all of a sudden the charges get extended to we're throwing you away for life, as opposed to the guy Anthony Bay up in Northampton.
Yeah.
He killed people. He actually killed people, and he's out.
Listen, I'm not saying it's right. I wouldn't have let the guy out either. You're right. He absolutely killed people. But
my point is that money can get you a lot of things, including extended charges to somebody who, if they really want to go after you, all you got to do is just have the bigger pocketbook.
Well, you do realize that certain felonies are based on how much is damaged or how much is stolen.
What's he being charged with, though?
Arson. He's, what did it say? Oh, my God. There's a whole list of them. Aggravated arson, additional counts of arson related to each fire he's accused of starting at the warehouse, according to the district attorney. So that's, What?
It's attempted murder. I mean, there's still, how many, you said like 20 people in the building?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
That's a big problem. I mean, he's lucky he didn't kill somebody, but he could have.
I get that, but I'm comparing, different sentences to people when you actually had two people who were killed.
Yeah.
And the guy's walking around. It was only 15 years ago.
Well, this is also are these state charges or these federal charges?
Both.
All right. Well, again, in California, their sentencing guidelines may be very different than here in Massachusetts. So what Anthony Bay got in Northampton could be very different than what this guy gets in California.
I'm with Steve on this part. I think for sure, if it was a guy who burned down his own house or he did something, he'd probably get 10 years or 5 years or whatever. But the fact that it's a multi-billion-dollar company, 100% they're going to... It reminds you of the Luigi Mangione thing a little bit, where when they went on the manhunt for him, I never seen that level of resources in New York, whereas if it was just some unnamed kid who shot another unnamed kid in the streets of Harlem or whatever, there would have been three grizzled detectives on the case, and if they solved it, they solved it, and if not.
Which was kind of what we were talking about the other day, where you have a murder of somebody. Yeah, murder is wrong. But does every murder suspect get... they brought him in, they had the guards surrounding him, and they had the chains up on him.
That was the mayor at the time who was also under indictment, and he decided he thought it would make him a hero if he perp walked the guy himself from the helicopter or whatever they brought him in on.
I mean, you also got to understand, these are just charges. He hasn't been through a trial yet. I mean, he may not get
and somebody
life.
even pointed out he's not going to get life in prison anyway.
He probably won't. But, I mean, nevertheless, prosecutors are going to try to throw everything at him because that's what prosecutors do, especially when it comes to, major damage and major crimes like an arson of a 1.2 million square foot warehouse.
Did he do it on camera? Did he?
Yeah, of course
yeah.
he did. Yeah, he lit the whole thing. He was showing it. He was like, if you didn't pay us enough wages, we wouldn't have to do stuff like this. And he burns the place down. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that.
No, I mean, back in the day, they used to do what's called like a wildcat strike, and they would get together and they would unionize, and they would, vandalize some of the stuff at work, but they wouldn't burn the entire place down. So
yeah, you must not really like your job at all if you want to burn the whole damn place down.
Yeah, that's why I was joking around when I just said, "Do you ever have a bad day at work?" But then I guess that guy really was having a bad day at work.
You'd have to have more than one bad day at work to burn down a 1.2 million square foot California warehouse.
Who owned the warehouse?
But Kimberly Clark
Clark
Company, the company that makes
yeah.
all the paper. But my other question is, though, and why would you not have a state-of-the-art fire system, suppression system, in a place that houses toilet paper?
Because then it just gets sticky.
Well, yeah,
and wet.
but
And then
But think about that.
Ever try to
concrete.
unroll a wet roll? Can't be
Yeah,
done.
it's like concrete.
I mean, to destroy $600 million worth of product, that tells me that what.
You know the problem with this story? I'll
What?
tell you guys the problem with this story. The problem with this story is there's toilet paper's worth $600 million. Whoever's running
Yeah.
things is definitely overcharging for toilet paper.
Well, you can kind of see these guys' frustration. They weren't paying him enough, and
I-
that's why he let him over the edge.
I go to Costco, right? And I usually get the Costco brand,
Yeah.
But I decided the other day, I go, what am I doing to myself? For the extra $5, I used to love a good Charmin Ultra Soft.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Treat myself.
Should never skimp on something like that.
So yeah. So I said the heck with it, and I treated myself to the Charmin Ultra Soft or whatever. But it was like $32.
Yeah.
The Kirkland brand is just as good.
It's not.
It's not as good.
The Kirkland brand for a lot of things is better than the brand name, but there is no replacing
No.
Charmin
Absolutely not.
Ultra Soft.
Meanwhile, there are 50 million people affected by this fire, which means that 50 million people ought to be spending more money for their Huggies, their Depends, their Kleenex, and their Cottonelle.
Why should they have to spend more money though?
Because all of that $600 million of inventory has just been,
What do you have insurance
incinerated.
for? What do you have insurance for? The insurance company.
Oh, insurance companies are. You'll be waiting forever.
So what's
I'm sure Mr. Kimberly Clark will still be waiting for his check from Allstate.
This is making me want to side with the guy now, right? Because then the guy burns it
Right,
down.
right. This is what I'm
right?
getting at,
The
yeah.
guy burns it down, right? So now they go, hey, we're a supply and demand, so we're going to have to charge you more for toilet paper. So that's never coming back down. That's like when gas goes over $3 a gallon. You'll never see it come back down under $3, right? So now they're going, we got to charge more for this toilet paper. Meanwhile, they're going to get a big fat check from the insurance company for the cost of the toilet paper, right? They're going to charge more for the toilet paper that isn't there.
Because of their
dudes-
loss.
Right.
You two dudes can justify this all you want,
I'm not justifying
We're not
it.
justifying it.
but I got a red ass that looks like a baboon's behind because all of a sudden some guy wants to burn down a warehouse. I got to tell you, I'm going to be pretty chapped.
Okay, all right.
Hey, look at the time.
Oh, look at the time. It's 7:25 at Rock 102.
Rock
7:32 with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102. It's time for news. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. Hundreds of people lined up at MGM Springfield on Tuesday for a chance to appear on the CBS reality show Big Brother. The casting call drew participants from across the country, including Amy McGee, who flew more than 2,000 miles from St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. I flew in at midnight last night. McGee said she booked her flight and hotel as soon as she saw the casting call and announced on social media. I've been a fan since the first season, and I feel like it's always been my destiny to be on the show, so I'm not going to give up until I make it.
Who is that?
That's Amy McGee from
Amy McGee.
St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. MGM officials said the event was a major win for the city and an opportunity to shine a spotlight on downtown Springfield. Auditions ran all afternoon. No word yet on when locals will find out if they made the cut.
Now, will the show be based in Springfield or just a place to hang out?
I think it's just a casting call thing because they bring them to that house and then they. How badly do you want fame that you would give up your entire life to have it be exposed on this show where every waking moment or even sleeping moment is recorded and analyzed and there's commentary on it and
I know a friend of ours that auditioned.
Yeah? Who?
Eddie Diesel.
Eddie Diesel was on that?
He auditioned for it.
Yeah.
Would I do it? No, but I could see, he's got like a unique story. He's lost like 150 pounds. He's a comedian. He's a cop. He's a boxing coach. He's a fitness guy.
Yeah, I mean, I can only judge it based upon the regional notoriety that I've achieved over the last 31 years here at Rock 102.
Yeah.
The whole idea of chasing fame, even for a single season on Big Brother, ain't all it's cracked up to be.
Do you think they want fame, or do you think they just want the prize money?
Yeah, but you got to weigh how much you're going to win versus how much you're willing to give up of yourself.
I think most people, while winning would be great, and they'll certainly compete, I think the idea of being on reality television is probably more of an appeal than winning the big prize at the end.
Tom Cotter will tell you it's not a gift to win that contest, to win that America's Got Talent thing, because the $1 million is disguised. It's not cash. It's a payoff. You will get money, but you have to work that off.
All right, but keep in mind, he lost to a dog act. They paid them $1 million in kibble.
A latte dog.
They owe latte dogs. Yeah.
But they don't get. That's the point I'm trying to tell you, is they don't actually get cash right away. It's not like a prize purse where they take taxes out and you get it. You are under obligation to go on this tour and work off that $1 million.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I guarantee if gun to the head, you ask Tom, you can do America's Got Talent and take the journey you took or not do it. He does it 100 out of 100 times.
Of course he would.
Of course.
But he didn't have to win in order to benefit.
Right.
No, and a lot of those people that are runner-ups on those shows actually are more successful than the person who actually won the prize.
No doubt. That's actually like the cool wheelhouse to hit, is where you're like recognizable from the show, but you're not the person that won. You know what I mean? Because the person that won's more subject to like the flame out. But they hosed him when they did the All-Star America's Got Talent people. They tried to edit it to look bad.
Yeah.
And to make it look like he bombed, and Tom doesn't bomb, he kills, and they hosed him. He was like a sacrificial lamb.
And
but even that being said, he has himself a pretty nice career, making pretty nice money.
I had the experience years ago of trying out for NBC's Last Comic Standing, where you like camped out all night long on Broadway and waited to get into Caroline's.
You're such a dummy. If you had asked me, I would have told you don't do that.
That was even years before you started doing comedy. And here's the thing: you realize after that, all those people that are on that show already have agents, and they already are booked. The only thing that they're using the people that are sitting outside for is effects. It's to show, like, look at all these people that came out and camped out on the street.
Look at all these non-funny people waiting in line. You're basically just B-roll.
And they are. And they use the B-roll to show everybody, oh, look how bad this guy is. And they used one guy, remember Ron? The older guy, Ron Picard? He used to do comedy around here. He doesn't live around here anymore, but whatever. He was doing it, he was just doing it to do it. And they used his clip, but they used the worst part of it,
of course,
in order to make it part of the B-roll. So I don't know how many people need to understand, like, this is all just a show. There's not there's
no reality in reality.
There really isn't.
Here's the worst: when you do a job that reality TV features, then everyone asks you because they think it's so. I've already braced myself because I don't know if you saw, Netflix has one right now, Kevin Hart. It just came out a couple days ago. It's called Funny AF with Kevin Hart. It's basically Hart in the City, which he did on Comedy Central, which I auditioned for and did well. And talk to his people after and everything. But I was like, there's no way you're going to pick me.
Because you don't have an agent.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. It's like I'm an old, unhip white guy. You know what I mean? You're looking for urban, young, energetic. You're looking for a different thing. But I did it because someone was like, you got to do it. So I did it.
I wish you had told me about that because I would have told you not to do it at all.
Yeah, well, actually, it was fun. I mean, I was in town anyways. I was out in Boston. I was doing a show, so I just did it before but this Funny AF, I know a couple of people that are on it. Andre Kim, I don't know if you know Andre. Very, very funny. He's going to be at Mohegan Sun like next week, I think. He's got an agent. He's doing great. He had a podcast with Godfrey. Like he's doing fine, and they put him on it. Caitlin Palufo, she's one of the better ones on there. She's been repped for a while now. She's very funny. Ryan used to book her all the time. She's very funny. But they make it seem like these poor people have been toiling away in relative obscurity.
Yeah,
and it's like...
they've been actually known for quite some time and have a pretty decent fan base.
You're probably making 10, 15 grand a weekend when you're working clubs. You know what I mean? You're doing all right.
It's also, like with like the last comic standing also. I mean, I got to believe that even as you win, it's a total setup.
Oh, yeah. And they have like, the judges are like Keegan-Michael Key from Key and Peele.
Yep.
Who I don't believe ever did stand-up, if he ever did. Kamal Nujani, who's a pretty funny stand-up, but like Kamal's been a Hollywood A-list movie star for the last 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chelsea Handler and Kevin Hart. And they're like talking about the acts, and they're like, oh, yeah, that was great because this, because that. And I'm like, it was a garbage, like someone doing a garbage 5 minutes.
But again, somebody's telling them to say things like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's all scripted, and you're watching it. And then I'm like, I know what's going to happen for the next, you watch, Steve, it'll happen to you. In the next month or so, someone is going to come up to you after and be like, why don't you do that Kevin Hart thing on Netflix? It would be great. You know, stupid.
Maybe I will.
Maybe. Yeah.
If I only had a Marty Caproni to tell me not to do it.
I just told you.
If only you had Marty Caproni to manage your entire career.
First of all, you're so sensitive, you big baby. I
What are you
wasn't
talking
telling
about?
you. I wasn't telling you not to do it. I'm telling you, if you had told me that you were doing it, I would have told you, don't be the dummy at the cattle call waiting in the
But
sidewalk.
I didn't know you then, and you weren't doing comedy then.
I actually was. I just started.
2003?
Oh, no. No.
Yeah.
It was 2007, I think.
Yeah.
2003?
I just blew your whole argument out of the water. It's cool.
Yeah, I guess. No, it wasn't 2003. You're wrong on that.
What?
Because Orlando did it. There's no way it was 2003. It was like 2007.
Oh, my God. We're splitting hairs now, aren't we?
All right.
Are we? I don't know.
Yeah. Go back and look at the credits of the show. It started in like 2002,
All
I
right.
think. Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Barbecue meatballs.
All right, barbecue
tonight,
meatballs.
a $20
Yeah.
dinner and a comedy show.
A prolific sperm donor who claims to have fathered 180 children
Are you reading my diary again?
around the world will not be able to have his name on one of his children's birth certificates. Robert Albin, who calls himself Joe Donor.
Joe Donor.
Wouldn't it be Jack Donor?
Yeah, probably.
And advertises on Facebook and Instagram, offers sperm donations in several unlicensed ways. He made a declaration of parentage application to the family court after discovering a couple he had donated sperm to had named the mother's partner as the father on the baby's birth certificate. The family's court's top judge, Sir Andrew McFarland, this is clearly British, dismissed Albin's application and said the facts of this case are extreme. It's agreed that Albin, who is originally from the United States and in his 50s, is the biological father of the child in this case. The child's mother was in a lesbian relationship at the time of conception, but not married. The couple had paid Albin $100 in cash and a $150 Amazon gift card before she got pregnant via artificial insemination. That's a deal. Can you imagine donating so much that you're like, I'll just do it for $100 and an Amazon gift card.
Man.
What are you going to buy with that Amazon gift card? Probably a mop.
Oh, God.
Man, I'm letting a lot of money slip through my fingers.
By the time the child was born, the mother's partner had begun identifying as a trans man and was registered on the birth certificate as the father. The pair never wanted Albin to play any part in the child's life, but said they would eventually explain the child's roots in an age-appropriate way. It's extremely rare for a parent and family court case to be publicly named in order to protect children from being identified. However, BBC Wales made a successful application to lift the restriction on naming Albin, citing public interest. Everybody wants to know about the guy who fathered 180 children with his sperm. He advertises openly on Facebook and Instagram and has spoken extensively about his experience in media interviews and TV programs.
Have you guys seen, there's a documentary on Netflix called The Man with 1,000 Kids. Have you seen this?
No.
It's disturbing. It was this guy, I think he's from like the Netherlands or something like this.
Okay.
And he was a sperm donor. Now, there are rules in
right.
How you disclose, where the sperm is coming from, how many times you can donate. This guy was donating all over the world. And like, you would have like these communities that, they had all these people, were having these, fertility issues. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden you get all these kids with blonde hair and blue eyes, and all the DNA runs right to this guy. It's a
crazy. I saw that story, yeah.
It's crazy.
Well,
what he was doing was like patently illegal and immoral, quite frankly, because it was
why was it
no
illegal?
Disclosure. Because there are very specific rules for donation, and this guy was like donating, all the time, and again, thousands of people without proper disclosure or, this guy's man chowder was all over the world.
All right. Yeah. Chin chowder.
The macho gazpacho is what that was. Right.
I've donated in hotels all across.
Gazpacho. I'm sorry. I had to take a minute for that one.
I've donated in hotels all across the country, but that's just because I'm bored alone on the road.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that with my UV light I use when I go into the hotel.
Well, you always got to show that around.
Looks like a Kim Kardashian bed sheet. In 2024, he told The Sun he had his own, quote, sperm factory and women paid him hundreds of dollars for his sperm. What a great idea for a Facebook Marketplace pop-up shop.
Yeah. That's the kind of endorsement you really want.
I'm in business.
Craft. It's craft custom small batch.
Yeah.
Craft singles.
No, everything on, it's like, what's that called, Etsy?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like a small batch boutique custom.
Yeah.
Donations.
Pinterest.
Yeah.
I saw that on Pinterest. All right.
Yeah, that's right.
But do you really need to pin it? You
can't really pin it. It's
probably just slip right off.
Yeah.
It'll stay by itself.
Well, look at the time. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be cloudy with some rain showers and a high of 49. It is 41 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 7:53 and AC/DC with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be rainy today with a high of 49. It is 41 right now in downtown Springfield.
$20 dinner and a comedy show. Comedian Marty Caproni is here. Good to see you as always.
Good to be here, gentlemen. It's going to be fun this week. Barbecue meatballs, mashed potato. Usually they throw the roll, the salad in there. $20, don't cook dinner, reserved now. And Brian Bowden is coming in to close that show out. So
that's a hot lineup.
Brian's fantastic, and Plum will be there, and it's going to be good. It's going to be, I think I'll be there, and Nagle will be there, and a few others maybe. But Bowden closing out is just, if you've never seen him before, you have to see him. He's very, very funny.
Yeah, he's and you know what? He's got these great bumper stickers. He's got the story to it. He can tell you the story, but you're going to want one of these bumper stickers as soon as you get it.
They're pretty great. Yeah,
very good.
And then Saturday, looks like Steve will be going with me now. We'll be at Prime Vineyards in Colchester, Connecticut.
Yeah, I did that a couple of years ago with Tom Cotter down there.
Oh, yeah, you did the big tent.
The big outdoor tent.
It's an outdoor show?
Well, no, I believe you said this was indoors. Right?
I don't know if you know this, but we were talking about careers. I don't really have one, so mine will probably be inside. It'll be a small, little intimate setting.
We'll be in the janitor's closet during the show.
Hey, you know, I laugh harder indoors than I do outdoors. That's just a fact.
Outdoor shows are definitely, for comedy, are usually a bigger challenge.
I don't know. That one wasn't too bad because of the way they had the tent set up where it was kind of felt like you were indoors.
Which one?
The one at the Vineyard.
At the Prime. No,
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying outdoor shows exclusively are bad. There's been some really good ones. But if it's not set up right, it's a challenge compared to an indoor. And Prime's a great. I mean, you've been. They have good wine. The people who own it are awesome, and so it's going to be a good time.
We got quite a few things coming up. We're gonna do a Habitat for Humanity show coming up in May, and then the next night after
Now,
that.
are you doing that show in a house that hasn't been completed yet?
Yes,
It's
it's an outdoor show at a home.
Just
that
on
is-
on a foundation.
Poured foundation.
Right.
We're
maybe a
set
slab.
into the basement.
Maybe you don't even have a
Yeah.
foundation. Just a slab and some chairs.
Well, they're this particular project, they're building homes for veterans.
Yes.
So it's like, we can preview for the veteran. Hey, look, this is where your bathroom's going to be.
Right here.
Yeah, right here. Right. You got front lawn seats right up here, right up
that's
on the
nice.
front. Yeah,
That's nice.
No, I think we're doing that. I think that's at the American Legion Hall on what street is that? McKinstry Ave, maybe.
Yes, it's McKinstry.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a good one, and then we're gonna be going to Myrtle Beach. So
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That's nice.
That'll be
taking
a
show on the road.
Road trip. Huh? Do you want to watch a college basketball tournament in a hotel room with me on a weird motel off the highway?
Yeah. So.
Where you just watch basketball?
Yeah, and eat pizza.
What time was tip-off?
Whatever time you want it to be.
Just interested in the tip-off.
I still remember that story. That you told about that
It's still
guy.
creepy.
It was weird.
No
It was
point to it
very
whatsoever.
weird. But either way, and then we're doing the Broadbrook Opera House too. That's going to be awesome.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Which
Wow.
I'm looking forward to because all the crazy people that I did for the Enfield Fire Department this past weekend for their banquet, a lot of them are going to come out because this time hopefully it won't be completely off the rails by everyone who's been drinking since 3 PM, and so I'll be able to tell more actual jokes. They were awesome. They're super fun people.
I thought the firefighters drink hot tea and things like that.
Yeah,
Calming,
no.
relaxing, like lavender tea, like a cold foam lavender tea.
Maybe a Long Island iced tea is probably what they'd be drinking.
Yeah, I was completely wrong about them.
It was a great party, though.
It's Montgomery Street, by the way. It's not.
What's that?
Somebody said it corrected us and said it's Montgomery Street, not McKinstry Street.
Oh, you want to know what? I always screw that up because McKinstry Farms is
right
on
near there.
Montgomery
Yeah.
Street.
Mr. Chicopee over here messing up the addresses.
Well, McKinstry Farms is the one I tell you got to go get the pickles. They have the best pickles around, and they have ice cream, Steve. So maybe we'll go get you some pickles and ice cream.
That sounds like two things one thing I like and one thing I wouldn't put with ice cream.
You don't have to put the pickles on the ice cream. You can have the pickles later on when you make a burger or something.
All right, I guess so.
All right, well, good. See,
You
now
top off the sundae with ketchup, too. Might as well make a whole day of it.
Oh, you had to go down that road,
Yeah,
didn't you?
we did.
They
Yeah,
do
we
have
caused them
hot
problems.
dogs, I think, at the
Oh,
snack
my
house.
God, look at the time.
It's 7:58 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Boston for Game 3 tomorrow night.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware with Scott's 4-Step. 4 easy steps to an awesome lawn.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, tomorrow night is the NFL Draft, and I got to tell you that as a football fan, I'm far more interested in who's picking whom and who's trading what and for how much than I care about the tawdry and salacious sexual activities and preferences of today's modern fraternity of NFL head coaches. Sure, I suppose that sort of stuff is interesting to some. I just don't happen to be one of those people. However, in the gutless, clickbait-driven, algorithm-controlled society that we've created, everyone needs to know how every single possible detail as to why Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel was seen in random candids with NFL reporter Diana Rossini in an adults-only hotel in Arizona. Yesterday, Mike Vrabel held a press conference to address the situation, the very situation that caused Diana Rossini to quit her job at the Atlantic. According to Vrabel, quote, I've had some difficult conversations with people I care about. My family, the organization, the coaches, the players. Those have been positive and productive. And yet he offered no details about those conversations or what he was doing on the rooftop pool with that currently unemployed lady. However, he did suggest that moving forward, he won't be doing that sort of thing anymore, which is probably for the best. Now, on the other hand, as a lifelong football fan, I cannot begin to tell you how little I care about the sex lives of NFL head coaches. As long as it's not illegal, physically harmful, or non-consensual, then it's really none of my business. I don't care if the great Don Shula like bare-bottom spankings and haircuffs. I don't care if Papa Bear George Hallis had a thing about leather chaps and a ball gag. I don't even care if Bill Belichick like nipple clamps and a cattle prod. With just 24 hours to go before the NFL draft, that stuff is really none of my beeswax. Sure, it's provocative. Sure, it's fun to think about. But at the end of the day, are the Patriots more interested in drafting a tight end or finding one by the pool? I'm going to guess they're really not thinking about the pool. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. You know, if you live to 100, nobody can believe it. But with Rocky's, they're living to 100, and they keep on going. That's a lot of cordless drills and carriage bolts. 100 years of rock-solid service at Rocky's Ace Hardware. Nailed it. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock. It's 8:13 in Hart with Bax and Nagle, and on Rock 102.
Mix of rain and clouds today with a high of 49. It's 41 in downtown Springfield.
Marty Caproni is here. $20 dinner and a comedy show tomorrow night at the Shortstop in Westfield.
Excited for that. Get your tickets now. Reserve. Just do us a favor. Reserve now.
We're getting them in real time now.
Oh, we're good? All right, good. Well, then hurry up and get them so that we can plan accordingly. Brian Bowden, very funny, and the rest of us.
So your Facebook memory?
Oh, my Facebook memory popped up of the celebrity bartending event that Bax and I did about 15 years ago.
At the Opa?
At Opa Steakhouse.
True.
It was probably... you know what? It's a little PTSD now. I have to bring that up.
Do you ever have like those moments? And Marty, I'm sure you have. Because Steve and I kind of share this, where you spend almost your entire year intentionally trying to forget something that you know happened, that at the time seemed like a very good idea. Mm-hmm. But in hindsight, you go, why would we have done something so stupid?
Well,
that was one of those nights.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Big ass beers out of those giant Stein-like things. Plus, I don't know what we were drinking. What was the other thing we were drinking? Whiskey or Jack Daniel. I don't know. It was some kind of
something crazy.
Something that shouldn't have been mixed.
Jack and Gingers.
No. There was some shots being done.
Yeah, it was probably because
Sambuca.
It was probably a Sambuca or an Ouzo or something.
And just remember, the bartenders were us.
Right.
So that's the dangerous part.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think after that, because that was before I kind of had my own pattern of celebrity bartending where I'd shake everybody down for money.
Yeah.
I think that night I was actually pouring drinks.
Yeah.
That may have been. I think that was the reason why I decided to say, maybe I shouldn't be pouring. Maybe I should be soliciting for donations.
Yeah.
I'm probably better.
And drinking at the same time.
Yes, but not with the same clip.
Yeah. Well, either way.
Yeah, it was irresponsible of both of us.
And that was the Ed Carroll days on Channel 40. Ed Carroll was there doing a live shot.
I forgot about that part.
And I can't remember what I said at the end of the thing. There was something going on with Channel 40 at the time, and I said something where he was like, "Oh my God, I hope nobody's," it was right at the end of the live shot.
And Ed's got a great sense of humor normally, but even he's like, "Whoa, what are we doing here?"
Yeah, I need my job. I don't need to get fired for you two idiots. But yes, that was a very fuzzy memory.
Memories.
Yeah. And I say fuzzy meaning not warm and fuzzy. Fuzzy because I can't remember most of it.
Because a lot of it had to be pieced together like a 1,000-piece puzzle.
Yeah.
I watched you when we did that celebrity bartending thing, and you definitely hustle money, right?
Oh, it's a total shakedown.
But my approach was always like, this is fun. I get to be behind the bar and pour drinks. So, like, I enjoy that part, but I always screw it up. I remember I did it for the Galaxy Council for the, to raise money for the air show one year.
Right.
And I did it at the old Jester's Pub down in
Oh, my
Street or
gosh,
whatever.
yeah.
But I was having so much fun actually pouring the drinks and everything. And they were like, hey, you don't work here. Like, you're supposed to be raising money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Not raising your BAC.
Right.
Right.
I did one many years ago where, and I think it's probably okay where this happened. It was at Nathan Bill's.
Oh, there you go.
And someone ordered a vodka drink. Sure. And so I decided.
The whiskey drink.
It was a vodka drink. It could have been a whiskey drink. It was a vodka drink.
But it's a lager drink.
It was a lager drink. Anyway, someone asked me to pour something with vodka in it, and I said, "Okay." It was like I think it was like a Cape Cod or something like that. Well, I grabbed the bottle of vodka and I start pouring, and as soon as Joe Sullivan sees how much I'm pouring into this glass, it's almost like in slow motion. When, the $6 million man used to leap over a house, we hear that's exactly what it was. He literally leapt over the bar and said, "Whoa, slow down there, big fella." So
big fella.
That drink was never actually served, and I felt bad, so I left a few bucks for it. But yeah, I learned a very valuable lesson that there's a reason why everything is scientifically measured in a bar.
You do counts. You do a 3 count or a 4 count, depending on how you count. It's there's a thing. Or you treat it like you're in your basement and all your buddies are over. You're like, let's get hammered on 2 drinks.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I used to pour them like that.
Yes, you did.
3/4 of the way of 3/4 of the way of Jim Beam and a little Coke for color.
It was called a blonde.
Yeah,
very light blonde.
Good time.
Oh
Very
man,
good times.
yeah.
I'm really glad we had those experiences.
Yeah, it takes you back, doesn't it?
Yeah, it takes me back to a time where my liver actually functioned well.
And think about how your liver is thanking you today.
It's thanking me. It's actually crying. You're like, why? Why would you deceive us like this? You told us. We told us we were in this until the end. And you quit, loser!
You pulled the rug from underneath us.
Yeah.
What happened?
My liver's calling me a loser.
Oh my God, that was a crazy night.
It was, but it was fun.
From what I'm told, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. The repercussions I experienced after I went home that night.
Oh yeah, I think the repercussions are the same for me.
Have you ever lived in a doghouse, Marty?
Yeah. Yeah, many
It's
times.
actually much more comfortable than your own bed when you got somebody screaming next to you going, "You did this again?" Good times.
Good memories.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
it's
look at the time.
8:20 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Everyone has a project.
102 Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:28. Neil Young with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Liam will have the full forecast for you, and he will tell you.
$20 dinner and a comedy show tonight at the Shortstop in Westfield.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's right, tomorrow night. Don't go looking tonight.
No,
the meatballs are not ready.
But get your tickets today for tomorrow. Make it easy on us. Save yourself a little money instead of having to get them at the door and paying $5 extra.
I'll take your extra $5.
All right, and then so it's gonna be fun. We got Brian Bowden, myself, Nagel, Plum, a whole squad.
And just to answer several people who have asked, yes, I will be there.
Yes.
This time. I was not there last Thursday.
Yes.
But I will be there this Thursday.
I mean, if you're not going to be there, you're going to let everybody know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were very clear about that last week when we told everyone he was going to be at Illicit Brewing, but there were people that were like, we finally come to see Steve and he's not here. And I was like,
which is a great opportunity for you to come back.
Yeah. So there was a few that said they were going to come back this week, so that'll be good. And then Saturday they can come see you and I at Prime Vineyards.
Yes.
That's Colchester.
Yes, and as the lady said on the Route 10 Tire listener line, You can pee in my backyard just like Tom Cotter did.
Yeah, that was so bizarre.
Well, I'm sure it was dark. He probably went to the property line behind the place and had to relieve himself. I mean, it was kind of a...
I wonder if she marked it with a small plaque or something.
Yeah,
Tom
like
Cotter
America's Got Talent runner-up Pete here.
Like that plaque they have at Woodstock. It looks beautiful now, but you don't remember the piles of sewage and everything else that people were rolling around in. This was where Tom Cotter urinated on my lawn.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be fun.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
We have news coming up next to Rock 102.
Here's your Western Mass News First Alert forecast.
Light rain and snow showers to start our Earth Day today. The remainder of the day remains damp, chilly, and cloudy with highs ranging between 42 and 48. It's also a little breezy, too, with a few leftover spotty showers or sprinkles. Tonight, skies gradually clear out and some patchy fog works in later on, with lows falling to between 32 and 40. Tomorrow, much nicer. Highs ranging between 58 and 66 under mostly sunny skies and a steady breeze out of the northwest. With your Western Mass News First Alert forecast, I'm meteorologist Liam Murphy.
You already know that Kluwitz is the place to go for fridges, stoves, dishwashers, laundry appliances, but did you realize they also have grills and air conditioners too? That's true. They got all that stuff, so when the weather gets a little bit warmer, you can be prepared by going to Kluwitz, Mechanic Street and Ware, Center Street in Ludlow. Got all the great brands, Bosch, Frigidaire, GE, Electrolux, Whirlpool, and many others. And right now, they're also looking to hire sales help. Full-time, overtime available. There's a retirement plan, vacation, and sick time. Not only a great place to buy, it's a great place to work. Also, Kluwitz got factory-authorized service technicians for most major brands, so you'd never have to worry that you're not going to get your stuff fixed on time and done well. Kluwitz is a local family-owned business. Has been around for over 70 years, so you need to go to Kluwitz, Mechanic Street and Ware, Center Street in Ludlow, or kluwitz.net.
We've all been there. You pop into the shop for 5 minutes, and all of a sudden you've forgotten where you parked.
Car.
Unfortunately, that lost feeling is what it's like trying to manage your policy with other insurers.
Here, car. Come out, wherever you are. Please.
With Geico, you can use the app to easily manage all your policies in one place.
Did this parking lot have a waterfall?
I think you've wandered too far, mate.
It feels good to find what you're looking for. It feels good to Geico.
Are you struggling to pay down your credit card debt? Are you dealing with interest rates higher than 20% on your credit cards? Stop struggling and call Cambridge Credit Counseling in Agawam. They've been helping consumers pay down their debt safely, easily, and quickly for over 25 years. Their nonprofit debt relief program will get your interest rates down to an average of only 8% and allow you to pay off the debt in a fraction of the time while saving you money every month. Call now to learn how Cambridge can help you eliminate your credit card debt.
1-800-CAMBRIDGE.
Spring savings are on during the Declaration of Deals sales event at Metro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Take command of the road in the bold and capable 2026 Ram 1500, featuring legendary Hemi power, a smooth, quiet ride, and a premium tech-loaded interior. Lease it for just $339 a month or save over $13,000 when you buy. Be ready for changing spring weather with the refined and confident Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited, delivering advanced 4x4 capability, luxurious comfort, and cutting-edge safety in a sleek, modern design. Lease for only $219 a month or save up to $12,000. And when adventure calls, answer with the iconic Jeep Wrangler, built for legendary off-road performance, open-air freedom, and rugged style. Drive it home for just $149 a month or save up to $20,000. These spring deals won't last long. Shop now and drive home your next adventure today.
Make it Metro.
Make it Metro.
Make it Metro.
Metro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Chicopee. MetroJeep.com.
Rain Defense LLC, veteran contractor, sewer worker, having issues, are your crap pipes clogged? We are Drain Defense LLC. We'll unclog your pipes and drain your sewage. We'll clean your pipes and crap using hydrojet, snaking with cables, or flex shaft and camera inspection survey. We are Drain Defense LLC.
Drain Defense LLC, call us for your crap needs.
That's fantastic.
Wow. That's a great commercial.
That's a great commercial.
Yeah.
It's 8:34 with Bax and Nagle, Rock 102. It's time for news. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
I like those little jingles.
I like them.
You know?
Jingle's a lost art. I like a good jingle.
Yeah, a good jingle or a good, really good ad campaign, like Tom Bodette from Motel 6. Never had a jingle in the whole thing, but you knew exactly when that little music came on. I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6.
They're going to leave the light on
and
for
he'd
you.
tell a story about, I don't know.
I worked for Motel 6.
Did you?
In Chicopee.
Are you a Rapid Rewards member of Motel 6?
No, I'm not, but if you ever want great, hilarious motel stories, I've got tons of them.
Do they even have a rewards program at a Motel 6? Or the
I think
reward is staying at a Motel 6?
The reward is
I think
living.
if you last the night, that's a reward by itself.
Listen, some of these places are actually pretty decent. I will stand by my Best Western rewards. I will die on that hill.
Okay.
You probably will.
Well, I'm not the one on the hill.
I missed the jingle that was the commercial. I missed it because I didn't have my headset on. I just saw you guys laughing.
It was excellent for Drain Defense LLC.
All right.
Drain Defense LLC.
Yeah. We'll just have to keep listening for the next time they run a commercial.
I guess so.
A dog has been rescued after a house fire on Richmond Road in Ludlow Tuesday night. The Ludlow Fire Department states that when crews arrived at 8:02 p.m. and found heavy black smoke coming from the home, multiple crews from Wilbraham, Westover, Belchertown, and Granby were called to help put out the fire. No occupants were home at the time, and one dog was rescued without any injuries. There's a feel-good story for you.
Yeah.
No injuries reported, and the cause of the fire is being investigated. I mean, yes, there's a loss of property, but the dog lived.
The dog
and
made
nobody got hurt.
That's all that matters.
Can you imagine what was the dog doing though? See, this is the thing. Like,
playing with a lighter.
I have removed the knobs from my gas stove
Because Wally jumps up on it.
Yeah. Anytime I need to use the stove, I open the drawer and I pull the knob out and put it on the thing.
What's he making?
It's not what he's making. It's if he were to jump up, because he did it once years ago. I came home and I was like, "What is that smell? It almost smells like a dead animal."
He's trying to gas you all out.
And the thing was just turned a little bit, and there had been there was something that the kids had left up on the counter portion behind the stove that he was clearly trying to get.
So he was trying to simmer something.
Like bread or whatever. Yeah, well, no, it was bread.
Maybe he planned it. Maybe he was like, I could gas this whole family out and have all the treats to myself.
Or I could fry up some sausages all for myself.
Yeah.
He's an arsonist. There was some suspicious fires in our neighborhood one time, and I'm pretty sure that he took that Bic.
Well, this is relative. Well, if anyone's looking for a dog, my buddy Kevin Clue contacted me. A friend of his has a large breed. It's on my Facebook. Has a large breed. It's like a Great Dane, maybe like a Great Dane lab mix. I don't know. And she needs a home, and she's a really pretty dog. Her name's Olivia. Just saying, unless you want to get Wally a girlfriend.
Well, he doesn't need a girlfriend. He's already got a big pussy cat that he deals with every day.
Yeah. How would Wally start a Bic lighter without opposable thumbs? Do you ever think about that one?
Yeah.
I think your whole contention is faulty.
Wasn't prepared to answer this line of questioning.
It's not a quiz. I'm not doing an SAT here.
How does he get the trash open? I don't know.
Maybe you're framing Wally for this. Maybe it's not Wally. Maybe it was the cat.
Yes, I was trying to kill my entire family by leaving the gas stove.
Say maybe
on.
the cat. Maybe the cat.
No, but you're insinuating that I was doing something nefarious in my own home.
No.
I was trying to burn it down.
Very sensitive.
No,
today.
I came home and
what's your insurance policy like?
Yeah.
What insurance? What are you talking about?
Well, in case of a fire or,
You know what? I had a big slip and slide at my house that I made, right? And Marty comes over and he's like, "Wow, you really have a lot of faith in your homeowner's insurance policy." And I go, "What's homeowner's insurance?"
Homeowners is what?
What?
Oh, you got me
again.
Saw that one a mile away.
Hey, down in Connecticut, Connecticut Department of Transportation. I love that cone that looks like a dildo, by the way.
What?
The DOT mascot that looks like a dildo. Did you ever see that guy?
Okay.
The Connecticut DOT will begin installing wrong-way detection systems at exit 55 in Branford. CTDOT said the signs will be installed on the north and southbound sides of the ramp, which connects I-95 to Route 1. The technology flashes lights at any driver who goes the wrong way. It's meant to alert them to stop. Yeah. Really?
Okay, but if you're
half in the bag,
then you're going to stop. You're just going to keep on going.
The systems are also equipped with cameras and sensors that can track the driver and see in real time whether or not they turned around. The technology, so it does alert at least law enforcement that somebody's going the wrong way. The technology already exists at more than 200 exits across the state. As of October 2025, 85% of the time the system went off, the driver took note and turned around. The Brantford police said the effort will help save lives. There are so many people who drive the wrong way.
I know where that is, though, down there. It is definitely like a tricky thing because Route 1 goes one way and stuff, so I can see that being a place to put it.
Yeah, and like Bax is saying, when you're all liquored up and it's already bad enough that you're drinking and driving.
Yeah, I know.
Here you are going the wrong way.
And I don't know if you ever tried doing a 3-point turn on an on-ramp. It ain't the easiest thing to maneuver.
Every time I think of a wrong way driver, I think of Steve Martin and John Candy. You're going the wrong way. Okay, look at this guy. Look at a little of this guy. He's okay, drinking, drink.
Right.
Yeah.
You just reminded me that my cousin owns a pickleball place in Brantford, and he came and saw the show, and he was like, "Do you guys want to come down and perform at my pickleball place? They have bands and stuff there."
Yeah.
And I never called him. I got to call him.
Yeah, we got to take care of that.
We'll go down there and we'll do a pickleball show.
We just won't drive the wrong way on the highway.
No.
Actually, the line was, "You're going the wrong way." He's like, "We're going the wrong way." How does he know which way we're going? A man was arrested on drunk driving and weapons charges following a road rage incident in Wallingford, according to police. 42-year-old Wayne McCarthy was arrested for the April 15th incident. And 7 days later, we're finding out about it. According to Wallingford police, they were dispatched to the area of Woodhouse Avenue and Harrison Road for a report of suspicious activity that involved a gun. The complainant reported that while traveling in the area, a black pickup-style truck crossed the double yellow line and nearly collided with his vehicle. When both vehicles stopped, police said the truck driver reversed and positioned his vehicle parallel to the caller's vehicle. During a brief verbal altercation, the operator of the truck allegedly brandished a firearm equipped with a red laser and pointed it at the complainant. The suspect then fled the scene, and the incident was promptly reported to police. Officers said they recognized the description of the vehicle and knew it belonged to McCarthy. We're looking for a black pickup truck. Suspect has small penis. There's like 20 of these around here in this area. Which one? The guy with the gun. I got him.
Wayne. Yeah. His name's Wayne.
Wayne? They responded to the suspect's home and spotted him driving the truck. A traffic stop was conducted with the help of a canine. That's when you know you're kind of in trouble.
Yeah, when the canine's driving.
Because the canine will tear you to pieces.
Officer Wolf.
Yeah.
Important for duty.
Officer Wolf.
What do you have a better name?
Well, yeah. What's the canine that they have? It's like Raptor, or it's got to have like some kind of name to it that's like he's gonna kill you. You don't call the canine Fluffy.
Why not?
The one that's gonna Fluffy is the comfort dog that they bring to like victims of fires and stuff like that.
Yeah, but how great is it if you use the name Fluffy and then you have they have German commands, the cops, right?
Right.
So they're like 16 of my one hand. Fluffy. And then the dog jumps out and starts mauling you.
Canine Rex. That was the one I was thinking of.
All right, that's a badass name.
That's local one here. Rex, Titan, Thor, Axel,
this sounds
Fritz,
like
Spike, Cairo, Blitz.
This sounds like the dancers from Thunder Down Under. It sounds like the
Captain Puddles. Attack!
Coming to the stage. It's Rex. With
Titan. Together, might be one studded collar, but there's a lot of stud in this lineup. Rex.
Here comes Spike, Cairo, and Blitz doing the train gang. All right. Yeah. Well, so that's when you don't want to have the police dog come and get you.
Okay.
Because he will tear your arm up.
He's
and
a
everything
man-eater?
else.
Whoa, here he comes.
A she-dog tamed by the purr of a black pickup truck.
Right. That's the only way to calm her down.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, McCarthy was charged with illegal use of a firearm, first-degree threatening, yada, yada, yada. By the way, somebody on the Route 10 Tire listener line, constructive criticism here. Enough with the, oh, my God, look at the time. Every other week, even once a week, it works and is good for an out, but at 3 times already this morning, it has jumped the proverbial shark.
Oh,
Wow.
really? This is the same dude that was criticizing your teeth and calling me a cokehead?
I have no
Oh,
idea.
well, oh my God, you guys look at the time.
Yeah, I know. These people, you can't make anybody happy. Nobody is happy with anything.
Text them back. Ask them what they do for a living. Let's have some fun.
Let's see what he does for. What do you do for a living?
You know,
He's not gonna respond because he's probably got one of these jobs.
Yeah.
That he could just be disemboweled for.
He's like, I'm a regional supervisor for something.
This was the guy who told me raw potatoes were dangerous for dogs. And I'm like, you've never met my dog. He's eaten worse.
Oh,
than
my
that.
God. Black Lab, they eat everything.
Yeah, because, he doesn't care.
No.
He could care less. And
My
he's-
Black Lab used to eat whatever was around.
Yeah, well, that's why he was turning on the stove. He wanted to cook some potatoes.
Right.
He wanted to eat. I want to eat them
Even
raw.
raw.
So much better when they're cooked.
It's not unhealthy.
Yeah, but then he's got one meal going on that stove, and then he's out on the smoker. He's cooking a pork loin.
He's
out
trying
there.
to read the recipe
And he's
online.
going back and forth. He doesn't realize that he left the flame. The pot is boiling now. It's overflowing. The grease is going onto the flame. Now the flame goes up, and my house.
That's your fault. You should have taught him how to use the air fryer.
Yeah, and he's not even wearing an apron, so all of a sudden he's getting grease all over his 6 nipples. I mean, it's all terrible.
You say that about the air fryer thing.
Yeah.
One of the kids had cooked something in the air fryer and left, I think they cooked like chicken strips or something.
Sure.
And left one in there.
Bonus.
When I came home the one time, the air fryer was still on the counter, but the basket was in the front of the house. Like he had dragged it through the front.
Oh, yeah.
He got the handle, the little handle that's on the basket. He must have pulled it off, dragged it into the front of the house, ate the chicken strip that was in there, and then sat on the couch like nothing had happened.
Big Wang Wally showing you guys who's boss.
Yeah, I guess so.
Probably looked at you when you came home and said, "What? No ranch dressing?"
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at the time.
Oh,
It's cloudy today with a. What?
Did the guy respond to you?
He did not respond.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Well, now we can do it.
Yeah. What?
Oh, well,
Oh my God! Look at the
time.
Yeah. It's Flavin in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102.
Isn't it strange how you never really notice?
It's 8:50 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
I just gave you the non-forecast because I didn't know. It's cloud and rain. Right? Look outside. You can do it.
This week in Bax's musical podcast, my guest is best-selling author and music journalist John Robb. He's written for everybody. He's written 9 books. His latest one, called Punk Rock Ruined My Life, is coming out on May 12th. Pretty cool book, and you can hear that interview on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and on the app. Brought to you by Metro Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram and Chicopee, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
What's the matter?
I just think that's funny. You can look outside. You can do it.
I'm not a meteorologist. And speaking of which, by the way, $20 dinner at a comedy show tomorrow. I'm watching these reels on Facebook yesterday.
Yeah.
And there's an interaction between Nick Oresco and Brian Lapis about the Alice Cooper coming to the Big E.
Okay.
And it was just, I'll have to find it because it was one of the most uncomfortable things to watch. Nick Oresco, I think somebody is telling him to be more conversational because he's very I think he might be like a military guy. I think he reminds me. He's very very fit and very clean cut kind of kid.
A little regimented.
Very regimented. And I think somebody is telling him you gotta loosen up a little bit here, and he's trying, and you can tell he's trying to loosen up a little bit, but he doesn't know how. And he's talking to Lapis about Alice Cooper, and it was just this. These two guys shouldn't be talking about this. Just make it part of a news story. It shouldn't be part of this conversational piece going on here. I gotta find this because it was very uncomfortable.
Which one's Nick Oresco?
He's the guy with the glasses.
Glasses, very short, almost like a military-style haircut.
Young guy?
He's probably in his 30s.
He was the one that had a little problem saying eminent domain.
That's a hard one to say.
It is. It's not the easiest one.
No, but I thought it was kind of funny that it's right in front of you.
Say the Entenmann's Bakery Corporation took the land by eminent domain.
I gotta find this reel because let's see if we can do Alice Cooper.
But I feel like you're unneedlessly now putting a focus on this poor kid who's just trying to.
No, I mean there might be something. Listen, it's not just him. I mean, but I've known some TV people.
Okay.
When they're off camera, hilarious, great fun to hang out with, but when they are on, they're not really paid to be conversational. They're meant to be have a journalistic integrity thing going on.
I'm just gonna make this point, okay? About 3 minutes ago, we had a guy write in and say, I'm just trying to help out with the show, constructive criticism. Enough of the look at the time.
Yeah.
And then we were like, what do you do? And then he was like, I don't know why it matters, but I'm retired. I'm just trying to help you guys with the show.
Yeah.
Right. Now here we are, 90 seconds later, trying to critique the news people. We're that guy. We're the retired guy in the kitchen being like...
Do you know we are the biggest hypocrites ever? That's what part of the show is for.
Yeah, I mean, no one's... The bar of expectations is actually quite set low.
Let's see if I can get this.
Okay. All right, here we go.
From the 22 News Broadcast Center, this is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Hey, good Tuesday afternoon. I'm Nick Oresco. Thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Top stories in just a moment. Chilly start to the day today, warmed up somewhat. Let's get a check on what it's looking like weather-wise and traffic-wise. Meteorologist Brian Lapis. I don't believe we reached a record low, correct?
No, we got down to 24 this morning at Westover Air Reserve Base. The record was 22, our favorite temperature, set in 1962. So
almost.
But it was chilly, yeah, for sure. And we've got another relatively cool night tonight. Let's take a look at traffic first and show you what's happening.
The thing goes on, but then they go into the thing about the Alice Cooper thing, and it was like,
you know what's happening?
Just cut this off. Just cut this off and go back to.
What's happening there, right?
What?
That's the digital edition, right? So they're trying to make news on multiple platforms. They're trying to make news for the younger Gen Zers that's more palatable. So they're telling them, like, you got to be more conversation. But they're still doing news for the boomers where they want you to be Tom Brokaw.
That's why they got those two high school girls doing that show with the microphones. Oh my God!
Exactly my point. It's the same. It's the same thing as that. And then the giveaway was when you notice he's standing there and he doesn't have the suit coat on. He was like, all right, we'll cash it up a little bit.
I'm going to roll up a sleeve and do some weather.
No, it's just like, we'll cash it up a little bit. I'm not going to wear my suit coat.
I haven't heard this conversation, but I can try to imagine it in my head. Yo, Brian, this news just in. Rock and roller Alice Cooper is coming to the Eastern States Exposition Grounds in September. Tickets are allegedly going on sale this Friday.
If you watch the other reels, they have those two girls. What is it? Regina George and what's the other one's name? They're the ones like doing like the younger stories. When they have an announcement for Alice Cooper, like, well, wait a minute, let's pick out. These two girls don't even know who Alice Cooper is.
My grandpa said he's really old.
Oh my God! It's so cool. Alice Cooper is coming to the Big E. My great-grandfather used to listen to him all the time.
Now, to be fair, how old do you think those girls are? Like 24?
Probably in their early 20s, yeah.
Alice Cooper's got to be 80, right?
He's like 78, 79.
78, 79. So 24, 80, just doing the quick math, 56. So that would be like us right now talking to someone who's 108.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, Brian, I've done a little bit of research about this Mr. Cooper, and what I'm finding is he's done songs like I Love the Dead, Sick Things, Generation Landslide, and Only Women Bleed. Are you aware of any of his big radio-friendly hits, Brian?
Well, at 22 News, we listen to Feed My Frankenstein quite often.
Well, we're all big fans of Mr. Cooper here at 22 News.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go see him for a rock and roll show at the Eastern States Exposition Grounds.
Oh my God, Sabrina Carpenter was at Coachella over the weekend. Isn't that so great? Somebody stole Madonna's costume. I thought Madonna was dead.
She's old enough to be my grandmother.
I didn't even know she was still performing. She's like 800 years old.
She is, though.
well, comparatively speaking, I suppose.
Well, either way, $20 dinner and a comedy show tomorrow night at the Shortstop Bar and Grill.
It's 8:58 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Call or text us anytime on the Route 10 Tire listener line at 413-29.